Bane, the Batman villain that broke him.
And the Rhino, the one Batman villain that he's actually scared of.
These two villains are both terrifying and they give their main a run for the money.
And they have spicy traffic lines, which you kind of feel bad for them. Anyways, let's make them fight to the death now.
I'm Domination, the main analysis guy, and this is my idiotic pits.
What's wrong with your finger?
I don't know, but it hurts. Anyways, we're gonna go through both the powers and abilities, and who will win a NEXUS battle. Some people are born rich, with good people around them to pull you out from even your darkest moments into a life of justice. But some people aren't this lucky. Some are born in darkness. To a boy whose criminal father died before he served his sentence, the court decided to give the sentence to the kid.
Because these are comics.
So the kid was sent to penal law.
So born in a world of darkness, this kid, well, let's just say he was very traumatized. And like his father, was to a little further embrace.
And instead of being dead, he actually got a vision of his future. He warned himself how to conquer his fear. He needed to be feared. He needed to be frightened. He needed to be a Bane. He will be a symbol of pain and fear.
And trust me, this guy was really feared. Not only did this guy literally spend most of his life studying, he also trained so much that he could literally break down rules for a kick.
And he didn't even beat up a whole room full of guys. Heck, the one time the warden did pull him away, he only got buffer. But that all changed until his friend Bird told him it was a weird man, a Batman. And Bane was intrigued. He knew deep down that this was the fear he needed to conquer.
First he had to go through a experiment that almost killed him, but it didn't. So after when his son killed him shot with his bare hands, he escaped.
So he thought to Gotham. It wasn't very long until he became one of Batman's most dangerous enemies. I mean, a guy that literally pushed down whole ass statues and literally rip out your arm and literally beat you with it.
Seriously, how strong is this guy?
Oh, he gets stronger because he did all that without his special implants.
What?
You see, while he was in prison, he had very special implants, which would have killed him, but he allowed it to become his perfect self. And those implants allowed with a press of a button to inject him with a special chemical known as Venom. Stuff injects into his brain and increases his strength 10 times. And with the events in DCKO, it's considered one of the most powerful things in the universe.
Puts on power with stuff like the Lantern Rings and the God Killer Sword.
And he probably used his venom to, well, hoist Batman up and break his back. Hell, even Valley still found power with Batman, and Batman can dodge lasers, survive explosions, and can literally survive falls from orbit. Even held back Cheetah, the same Cheetah who fights Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman who pulled the sun. Looking at the total mass of the sun and assuming she moved at 1 inch, she must have been pulling with the power of 118 quadrillion tons of TNT. Bane was able to hold her back for a time, hell, even surviving a hit from her.
He's no worry about Batman's back. Several times.
Not just Batman. Like the time Mr. Freeze trapped him in over 2,000 cubic pounds of ice, and just broke out like it was nothing.
Even beat Killer Croc 3 different times. And even Poison Ivy, and she can literally lift up buildings.
If Venom somehow fills him, he has stuff like, well, guns, axes, and even a Superman pill to fall back on. What's most powerful tool is probably his mind. He learned how to read 6 different languages and read over 200 books in prison. And even still made the 700-year-old Ra's al Ghul in a chess match for weeks. Hell, even matched him in sword combat. Oh, Venom somehow made him smarter. It wasn't much of a surprise that Bane was able to take over Gotham City that one time. Bane even got a chemist to make a new and improved version of the Venom. Oh, Batman once used Venom to fight Superman. Even take a hit from angry Batman without the Venom.
Boss, I know that is tough, but how is that exactly impressive?
In this scenario, Batman got Superman's powers and let's just say got really drunk with power. Superman, which Bane should still can lift over 200 quintillion tons, transcend space and time, and punch Nebula Man, a literal universe similar to the size of the DC's. and the DC universe has a calculated diameter of 200 trillion light years.
Holy cow, but does Bane really still to all this stuff?
Well, it's not a complete outlier. Hero named Gotham, yes I know it's confusing, uses Venom, and he beat the whole Justice League, fought Superman for over a year. And remember, he took a hit from angry Batman with Superman powers, and we know from experience how strong and angry Superman is.
Wow, I'm starting to think this guy's unstoppable.
Well, not exactly. You see, those Venom tubes are highly exposed, and even brainless brutes like Killer Croc can figure out that they're his weakness. Oh, Batman thinks his addiction's so bad, he uses it because he's afraid of Batman. But Bane actually respects Batman, seeing him as the ultimate foe.
And over time, Bane realized about his addiction, and finally realized that Venom was a weakness, not a strength.
So he would burn away his addiction and get rid of every ounce of Venom from his mind and body. He even built up his mental defenses so much that he not even Scarecrow's fear toxin affects him, stating that he doesn't have nightmares, he is the nightmare.
I mean, sure he still uses Venom, but only as a last resort. Because Bane was born guilty, but he knew he was innocent.
He's even fought with Batman, and just knowing the fact he killed Alfred that one time, like when Batman was gone and he and some weird cat guy saved some little girl, Aaron's asked to save them, and instead of taking the credit, he just said, the Batman saved them.
After that, he turned on the mantle for a time. Also, to the ultimate testament of his freedom from Venom, he once fought all of Batman's rogue gallery who were after Venom and won.
He became stronger than the thing that had him chained. His Bane is more than just some mindless brute that's addicted. He is an honorable man who's more than just the man who brought the back. He was the child who was born in darkness, and he conquered it.
Hey, what happened to his table?
Oh, he still has it.
Oh, that's sweet.
The Mafia, a group of grunts that have the differences, but they all agree on one thing. Money is a way of life. And the man known as Alistair Stivovic knew this too well. Joseph Cook trying to get money for his family to move to America. But times were tough and he needed money, and instead of getting a job, he let some weird scientists do some experiments on him.
Yeah, not much of a brain working with, huh?
Hell, that's the only reason they even wanted him for the experiments. So after months of experiments that might be lethal, they finally got a super soldier.
But he wasn't as old as they thought, and he destroyed the whole factory they were studying, knowing that he didn't have to take orders from it. Good for you, man.
When a weak man trying to fight for his family was gone, there was only the Rhino.
Which is definitely the most original name we've ever had in the show.
So feeling confident, he decided to go after a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I don't blame him. You can literally look off bullet shots and literally throw entire pieces of wall onto someone.
So the two will fight, but no matter how hard the Rhino tried to tell me he tried, he couldn't beat the web slinger. Hell, he even lost his hide. Same scientists came back for him, and this time with something he can't refuse. Revenge. These experiments weren't chemicals, no, they were gamma radiation. The same stuff that made the Hulk. So immediately after getting his own high, they sent him to fight the Hulk.
Of course, he did lose, but he did take a couple of hits from him. This is a guy that left over 1 billion tons. Seriously, how strong is his suit?
Hits, I don't know how to tell you this, but that's not suit. That's skin.
What?
I mean, yeah, some iterations like the movies and games say it's a suit, but it's more of a Hulk transformation, which he does have better control over. And he has gone off some good hits off the Hulk.
Which says something because there was a time this Green Goober sent the dinosaurs in the head with a meteor that killed them.
And he just survived that, and that was nothing. The meteor is defined with having about 1 trillion tons of mass and moving at the speed of sound. With some quick calculations from yours truly, we could get about 13 megatons of TNT.
Which is a low ball because there is this time Hulk destroyed his even bigger meteor about over 80 eurotons.
The Rhino can't contend with the Hulk, but ultimately getting tricked by the guy, which says something. But still, the two didn't go at it for a while. At the time, the two went to space, don't ask. And the two went at it for literally days. Of course, the ultimate loss, but still, this is the same Hulk that caps away universes.
I know the last time they fought, by the time this lovely old lady overdone cookies. Only for Rhino to literally smash the cookies because he doesn't like the nuts. So him and the Hulk fought only for this little girl to mistake him for Santa and his little helper, and they just decided to clash.
Over the time they played a friendly match of baseball only for it to escalate into a fight. Yeah.
Jeez, no wonder Spider-Man started him. Also, how do you punch him out?
Well, first of all, at this point, the word street shirt literally means nothing at this point. And second, he's more tricked by Spider-Man most of the time. You know what I mean? Most of the time, I mean literally every single time they fight.
First of all, intelligence aside, that's the someone from fighting heavy hitters like the Bane, Silver Surfer, and even the Juggernaut. Oh, he lost too. Why does he keep losing so much?
Oh, as we said before, he's an idiot and is mostly outskilled by more experienced fighters. Which doesn't make any sense because this is the guy who fights a laser-dodging Spider-Man.
Seriously, is this like just a mindless animal?
At this point, yeah, but it's sad because he just wanted to support his family, and with this story, he took a tragic turn.
I know it's gonna be sad to hear about these.
When Rhino finally remembered what he did this all for, he went to his mom, but she hated what he became, what he did. He finally realized at that moment that he was more monster than man at this point. But he would change that. He would give up the hide, find true love, and be someone his mother would be proud of.
Aw, that's sweet. Okay, when is it turning back?
Right now, because when you have a legacy as strong as the Rhinos, someone who will always take up the mantle. New Rhino emerged from the old one's ashes, and he wanted nothing more but to surpass the original.
I mean, when you can literally bench press 2 semi-trucks and then you rocket away like a rocket, I can see why he thinks that.
When he finally met the old Rhino, he was disappointed to see that he didn't want to fight. So to get his point across, he did something despicable. He killed his wife, leaving her to die in his hands. In that moment, the man Rhino was finally gone. The only thing left was the Rhino. But this time, he had no heart. There was nothing but the Rhino, nothing but rage.
In that moment, the two clashed, creating a giant explosion. In the end, the new Rhino was down, and the old one was trying to finish him off.
Spider-Man, his enemy, tried to plead with him to stop. But in that moment, Rhino was tired of trying to pretend he's something he's not. So in one quick dash, his future, his fate, was sealed. Long live the Rhino.
Some people think maybe one day the man he was might come back, but the man died a long time ago. The only thing left is the Rhino.
We went through both the characters' backstories, powers, and abilities. Now it's time for NEXUS battle. Hey yo!
Well, here comes the angry Marvel fans. Yeah, well, it was a really cool fight, but was it even right?
Well, to find out, we broke this fight into 3 categories.
How are your fingers like that?
I don't know, I'm sure I did, I checked up, but anyways, the first category we had to go through is strength.
Well, Rhino should take this, right? I mean, the dive scales to the hole.
But Bane has similar scaling to Wonder Woman pulling the sun. Hell, he's stronger. Even stronger than meteor feats. But we could upscale Rhino to hold trapping away that universe, which is about 1 trillion light years. But we will also have to upscale Bane, scaling to, well, Superman, who fought Nebula Man, a little living universe similar to the size of the DC universe. That's over 200 trillion light years.
But in their roots, both universes are infinite, making them basically equal. So we need to draw this category a draw. Anyways, this is augmentations. Rhino suit is strong, allows him to contend with Spider-Man. Venom's considered one of the most powerful things in the universe and can easily repel any Rhino suits.
Except for the gamma stuff. And with the Venom 2's clear weakness, he should take this, right? But the 2s aren't going to be that bad for reasons explained later. And the super pill can and will put him in the same level. Hell, offer to beat up Superman with the pill.
Although Rhino does have more variety and other stuff to fall back on, the stuff Bane had was just way more powerful. Hell, the only reason he doesn't completely take this is on that Venom 2 weakness.
I know someone's gonna bring this up in the comments, but by the time Rhino fought Hulk for days.
Well, both of them used Venom to fight Superman for years, so yeah. This category, again, is a tie.
Heck, Bane will even use Venom thanks to his recent storyline. The fact he fought Batman's War Gallery amped with Venom and won. So the last category is their experiences.
I don't think Rhino should take this. I mean, Dine's fought more heavy hitters, right? Well, the only problem is that he lost all those fights. No, he loses to weaker people because he's not skilled as others, like Spider-Man.
And Bane still made Ra's al doing his chest match for weeks. Hell, even matched him in combat.
And even Batman, who knows over 100 different martial arts. So Bane wins, right? Well, we have to go over his, well, obvious and dumb weakness, the Venom tube. Even Killer Croc figure out. So Rhino wins, right?
Well, Killer Croc needed to be beaten 2 different times to figure it out. And in a fight like this, Rhino wouldn't have that chance to figure it out, giving Bane, surprisingly, the win in this fight.
Yep, this is going to weird.
Rhino may have been one of the most terrifying, and definitely the most tragic character we've had on the show, but Bane had the smarts and skill to take the win.
I would say Bane broke Rhino, but someone might be into the depression's back.
Winner is Bane.
Hello? Hello? This is an official warning from the news team. The weather is out of control. Everyone is advised to stay inside. No. Everyone, please stay inside. My elder has awakened.